Hello and welcome everybody to another episode of Tech Talk with Ricky. Today we got a couple cool things that just got announced this past week on Thursday. Note 5, Galaxy S6 Edge. They're kind of cool. I mean, they're Samsungs and they're Galaxy Notes. I mean, we're kind of expecting them. We've been knowing it was going to be released for a while. But we finally got them, and the leaks were true, everybody. The leaks were true. But let's start off with a couple minor stories that kind of happened that I think are worthy of mention. So we had Hangouts 4.0 finally updated on Android. It's been on iOS for some reason for a couple weeks, which was kind of weird. It looks really nice. Personally, I really like the look. I have some pictures here. I really like the look of it. The original Hangouts that went to Material Design was trash. This is actually following like actual guidelines. I still totally miss that old design where you could actually just slide out of a conversation and slide into another conversation. I always liked that about Hangouts, and that's why I used it. They added some really cool Android Wear support, so you can actually use Hangouts fully on your Android Wear device. You can look up people who you want to text. You can send emojis. You can do everything basically through there as a text or as a Hangout message, so that's really nice as well. We also have another OnePlus 2 mess up. Now, I mean, we're kind of expecting this. We all know how the OnePlus 1 went. So we all know that there's an invite system. We all hate it. Looks like there's a delay for all shipments in North America for about 2 to 3 weeks. So if you got an invite and already ordered it, you got to wait a little bit longer for that. Total, what? Get your shit together, OnePlus. I mean, you already had a really shitty release. A lot of people are not totally happy with your phone. And there's still that stupid invite system. You're making it harder and harder. And when that type of thing happens, and that's why I've completely given up on buying a OnePlus device, is when it gets difficult to buy a device, I don't care how good it is or how good of a deal it is. I don't care at all. So, I mean, just get your stuff together. Get rid of that invite system. I really want that to happen. Like, if you just get rid of the invite system, I bet a ton of people will love it. There's also a little bit of sign up for a Huawei watch that was shown off at MWC. So it's been a couple months since they actually talked about it. But there's an actual official website where you can actually sign up for updates on the Huawei watch. It is a round watch with no flat tire like the Moto 360. It looked really premium for what you saw. So I don't know if it's going to be an expensive smartwatch, but link in the description for that website. You can kind of follow up and get those updates as they come out. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to come out again, because I mean, I liked it really a lot when it came out in March, but I totally forgot about it until then. So I mean, and then also Google became Alphabet. Alphabet is now an umbrella company. So there's Alphabet, which is the top company, and now Google is a part of Alphabet. Basically, they said it was to kind of bring back focus to Google. So anything like Google Ventures, I think even Google Glass was separated from Google itself and is now another company under Alphabet. I don't see any changes coming for Google or anything like that. I think it's just kind of bringing more focus to it. The main guy who was kind of leading Android, Chrome and all that, became the CEO, and then Larry Page became the CEO of Alphabet. So I'll leave his name right here somewhere, and you can kind of look him up, and I'll leave a picture there too. You can see his pretty face. Anyways, so Note 5 S6 Edge Plus, probably what you're most excited about. Let's go to Ricky.
Piper, pop some Perry
for us.
peppers, guys.
Thank you, Anchor Ricky. We are here on location at the fence. We had a couple releases. So as Anchor Ricky mentioned, we have the Note 5, the S6 Edge Plus, which is one of the hardest names to say, and also Samsung's new Galaxy Tab S2, which is an actual tablet. Won't cover that as much. We'll cover the phones pretty extensively. So let's start off with the Note 5. We got an octa-core Exynos 7420 in there, which is a little bit more power efficient than the one that was actually in the S6 and the S6 Edge. So hopefully that helps with battery and everything like that. You also have 4 gigs of RAM helping you out with multitasking, multi-window, all that type of stuff. An increase from that 3, so that should be really nice. We're starting to see 4 now that we have 64-bit processors inside of our phones. You also have a 5.7 Quad HD screen, which has 518 pixels per inch, so it's going to be pretty
pretty dense with pixels. It's high quality. It's Super AMOLED, so colors look awesome. Everything looks awesome on that screen. Um, Especially on a 5.7 screen, it's going to look awesome for videos, anything like that. You also have Android 5.1, so the newest version on there. You also have a 3000 milliamp battery. Now, I've seen a couple things in forums saying it's pretty good. I've seen a couple reports saying that's pretty good. Now, it's a little bit smaller than what was in the Note 4, and of course, you can't take it out and swap it with another one since it's one solid piece. But I've seen that it has pretty good battery. I've seen 5 hours screen on time, 6 hours screen on time. So I've seen pretty good reports from it. Hopefully the reviews say the same thing in the next coming weeks. You also have the S Pen that also comes with that. So they changed how you take it out. So you don't just actually pull it out. It's actually got a little clicking mechanism on the bottom that slides in at the bottom of your phone, and then you just click it in, and then you just click it out when you want it to pop out, and it just pops out, and then you can just drag it out. It's actually pretty cool how they made that happen. They didn't add too many features. You still have your, all the S Pen features that you had in the Note 4s. But you also get the ability to write as soon as you take out the pen. So as soon as you take out the pen, you can write on your screen, even if it's off. So that's pretty handy if you're taking quick notes. You also have a reinvented S Pen, little launcher thing where you can do a bunch of different things with that. So they kind of changed the look to it, but still got the same features with that one included feature in there. Now then you got the S6 Edge Plus. Then you have the S6 Edge Plus, which is basically just an S6 Edge, just blown up in size. Has 3000 milliamp battery, same as the Note 5. Everything else is the same. 4 gigs of RAM, all that is exactly the same. Same 16 megapixel camera, same 5 megapixel front camera, all that is still the same. You just got the edges on there. It's on both sides. And you have App Edge, which isn't in the Galaxy S6 Edge, which is like People Edge, where you could drag out from the edge and you could select a few contacts that you wanted to talk to. Now you can put up to 5, I believe, apps that you can quickly launch into. And they also did that so you can launch from anywhere. So it used to be just restricted to the launcher. Now you can do it from any screen. Samsung also announced the Galaxy Tab S2, which is a follow-up to the original Galaxy Tab S. More premium feel to it. There's 2 variants, so there's an 8-inch screen and a 9.7-inch screen. I personally like the 9.7-inch screen. Looks pretty nice. It's just another tablet. That's a Galaxy one. Not too important. They also teased the new smartwatch that they're going to be releasing. I don't think they announced a name, but it's round and looks to be running Tizen, so no Android Wear on this one, unfortunately. But it looks pretty nice. They said that's going to be announced at IFA officially for people to sell. But on the Note 5, pre-orders are already started, so you can get those through. They're already actually arriving to some customers, depending on which carrier you're with. And it should be out to sale starting next week sometime. You can go into your carrier store and pick that one up. Fortunately, Samsung doesn't sell unlocked for some stupid reason, so you do have to go through your carrier. Anyways, guys, back to Anchor Ricky, and he'll finish this up for us.
All right, definitely a beast with specs. This guy is 4 gigs of RAM, a really nice octa-core processor, really nice camera. So it's actually supposed to be even better than the Galaxy S6 is camera on there already, which is really, really nice. It's got this new technology that they're using, and it's supposed to be the best out there. So hopefully that's true. So 3000 milliamp battery is kind of small. It's a Quad HD 5.7 screen, so it's, who knows how that equals out. Like Ricky from the Fence said, there's some reports saying it's actually pretty good, 5 to 6 hours screen on time. Hopefully that lasts. Hopefully that's what it is for most people, and we don't have really bad battery. Also, no expandable storage, no replaceable battery. So, I know for a lot of people that's a big thing. I personally haven't had that for 2 years, so I could care less. I haven't used an SD card, actually used an SD card for what it's supposed to be used for about 2 years. I had my Moto G2, and that one I just used just because I had it in there, so I just popped one in. So I personally have no real connection with an SD card other than my camera, but that's for my camera and not for my phone. I actually can live off of 16 gigs. This 32 gig S6 model I have has a ton of empty space. So I'm personally happy that at least, as long as we just do 32 gigs as the minimum, or 64 gigs minimum, that'd be even better. I think as long as we do that, I think we'll totally be fine. There's some power users that are gonna obviously need a replaceable battery and an SD card. You're gonna have to look somewhere else for that, unfortunately, if you really can't give those things up. And also, if you have 3,000 songs on your device, I don't really understand that as well. I don't. I personally don't listen that much in a day. So I mean, or in a week, or in a month. Anyways, thanks for watching Tech Talk with Ricky. If you have any questions about any of the content that we talked about today, make sure to drop that in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like if you like the video as well. Trying a new setup out here. Got a new desk if you haven't noticed. And also, make sure to subscribe to see more. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.